Alright, well, to start things off, I want to introduce myself. I'm Dot Bio. I've been part of the guild for about 4 years now, and basically I've taken up the lead for Guild Wars 2 because it's a game that I've personally been interested in. Adonai has been a big part and a huge help in helping organize things as launch date comes around. And he's been a great member and been doing a lot of great work for us. So he's going to be my Guild Wars 2 officer under me. So, Adonai, if you want to add anything about yourself in there.
Just real quick. Just been with the guild for like a little bit less than a year. I joined the guild actually for Guild Wars 2. We were starting to recruit that early, and I've just been kind of bouncing around, not really serious with any games, and just mostly preparing for Guild Wars 2 the whole time. I'm really excited, glad to have the people that did show up tonight, so thank you.
Alright. Well, the second thing, with our delegation of positions that we're going to do as the game launches, we're going to have a couple positions that are going to be opening. And since we haven't been gaming together a lot, I was going to take probably the first 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks, to get to know everybody while we're gaming. Then from that, you can then tell either me or Adonai what you guys are interested in and if you guys want to take up a leadership position. The leadership positions that we were thinking of setting up are based on PvE and PvP. We're going to have people running raids as well as 5-man PvP groups as well as world versus world combat. So we're going to be looking for people that are willing to step up to the plate to take the lead in these positions. To start things off, though, things that we're looking for, people that are reliable and have a pretty good play time. And those are the things that we're mainly going to look for, as well as maturity and how well you guys can handle a group of people. You have anything to add to that, Adonai?
No, that's pretty much it. We're just going to have at least one person for World vs. World, one person for PvP lead, one person for PvE lead, if not more. And like you said, once we get a good feel for all the people that are playing and the people that are going to take it seriously.
Yeah, and to go into each aspect a little more, with World vs. World, we're actually part of a bigger alliance. The Sentinels is actually hosting our current community forums that we have, but right now, Mudib, who's part of our guild as well, is actually building a website that's going to try to centralize a place for us to communicate. Up until that point, though, there's an IRC for people that want to cross-guild communicate, especially with the World vs. World, and to see what the whole alliance is doing. And this alliance is actually rather big. We have probably about 800 members total, which is pretty staggering in size, and especially with the last major beta weekend that just passed, that we actually did pretty good and raised the Stormbluff Isle server to one of the top tier servers in World vs. World by points. The whole alliance right now, it's set up more as individual guilds being individual units. So if they have objectives that they want to complete, they might assign our guild to like take a certain objective while other guilds may be doing other things, or we might cooperate with other guilds within the alliance in order to take certain objectives or to gain a foothold in new territory that we're trying to take over. Also, if there's anything that you want to relay or any concerns that you have that you want to relay to the Alliance as well, currently our officers are the ones that have main access to the community forums. So if you have any problems or anything like that, you can come to either one of us, and we'll portray your message over to them. And then, you have anything extra to add to that, Adney?
Just one thing. I didn't hear you mention that they are going to try and set up, the Alliance is going to try and set up some type of server-wide communications. I don't know if it's going to be TeamSpeak 3 or what, but that's going to be mainly for like the leaders of several small groups to kind of like switch TeamSpeak servers and say like, okay, what do you guys need? Because we're not doing anything right now. We have too many people in this one area. Oh, we need you over here. Okay, I'll take my group over there. And then switch back to your comms, that type of thing. It's definitely going to be in play to make things the most effective possible.
Yeah, and also to add on that, like as we start promoting people into leadership positions, they'll get access to that, so we can properly move around our members to where it's most needed in world versus world. And to the second aspect of the PvP is the 5-man PvP. We're looking for people that want to take part in the competitive side of this. Guild Wars 2 has a huge potential to become a really competitive type of game, similar to that of League of Legends and StarCraft. So we're going to give some time for the players and the members to kind of decide what kind of role they want to play and what classes they want to play for this type of PvP, because it's going to be severely different than World vs. World and PvE, as the PvP in the 5-man structured, you can completely respec your class to fulfill a certain role essentially every match if you wanted to. So in this aspect, we're going to look for people that want to join together in a team and fulfill a specific role. We haven't decided yet if we're just going to assign people the teams, but for now we're just going to analyze and see what people want to play, and depending on how things turn out, if there's a good synergy between certain people and certain classes, we'll definitely try to put you guys together for the highest chance of success. Anything else for that, Adney?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think your focus is going to probably be more on the PvE side, right? If you had to choose. Okay, and my focus is actually probably going to be more on tournaments than it is World vs. World, just so everybody knows. I haven't done like any heavy research. Probably some of you guys have done more than I have on 5 vs. 5, but that's going to change after I actually get in there and start playing. Add one more thing. Oh yeah, another thing to add on that would be I'm going to link a poll that I took, and then I changed it to just editing in which professions you guys want to play as people were changing their minds. So anyone that hasn't told us what profession you think you're probably going to play as your main, just click the link that I put in TeamSpeak and just drop a line saying which profession you think you're going to play, please.
And another thing to add to that, the great thing about that is that even though you choose a profession, it doesn't really pigeonhole you into a specific role, because each class has many roles that they can fulfill, and depending on how you like to play your class in structured PvP, you can definitely change that as you kind of define your character in that aspect. And then other than that, we're moving on to PvE. PvE, right now, from what we know, most of the dungeons are going to be 5-man raids. And what I'm going to basically start off doing is that I'm going to probably start running 5-man raids, and I'm going to start setting up schedules and sign-ups for these raids. And anybody that's interested takes priority to whoever signs up first, and then depending on the classes that we need, they'll kind of get filled in. If we have more than 5 people later on in the game, we will then probably start splitting up different groups and having new raid leaders as well, so we can run multiple raid instances at the same time. Aside from the 5-man dungeons, there's going to be a bunch of open world engagements where it's going to require hundreds and hundreds of people, like probably even more than what we have in the guild. So I'm also planning to take part in that as well, but at this time there's not enough information on how often these world bosses will spawn. So as we get more information on that, and once we could start predicting where these guys are going to be, then we will go ahead and start scheduling for that as well. Anything to add to that?
No, not really.
Alright. And then, aside from that, we're, especially for leveling in this game, it has a pretty robust system, which allows it so that people that are lower level than you can still group with higher level people, as they will, the mobs will be scaled to make it so that, the people that are higher level will still have a challenging time to complete the content with rewards that are still as good for people that are higher leveled than lower leveled. But at the same time, we're trying to complete as much content as possible, so I would definitely recommend you kind of pick out some people that are within your playing time, that are usually within the same gaming time that you're on, to group up with and duo through a lot of contents, or trio, or even full group of 5. And that way, you guys will also, while leveling, kind of know each other's playstyle, and will help with all different other types of gameplay within the game, from PvP to PvE to world vs. world. So, yeah, I definitely recommend, as soon as you can, try to pick out the people that play around the same time as you, or online the same time as you, to start leveling up with and get to know each other a little better. Anything else to add to that?
If anyone has any questions, PM me now. I've only got one so far, so I'm going to answer it. I only half know the answer to this, so maybe someone else knows for sure. The question was, do you guys know the difference in XP from SPVP to normal PvE? And I'll add on to that as well, comparing to World vs. World. So structured PvP, regular PvE, or World vs. World, what's the XP difference? Their goal is to have them all be about exactly the same. I can tell you that on Beta Weekend 1, XP in World vs. World was complete garbage, and then they went a little bit overboard, I believe, in Beta Weekend 2. It was a little bit too much. I think Beta Weekend 3 was pretty similar, and they're just going to keep fine-tuning that.
Yep, they definitely don't want people that, they want to have it so people that want to focus on World vs. World and PvP to be rewarded properly for that, and at the same time with PvE. So if you guys were part of any of the beta weekends, I'm sure you guys probably realized that if you PvP'd, it seemed like there wasn't too much in the beginning, but later on it was too much, and then, yeah, now it's at the point where it's getting a little more balanced. So things are getting a lot more segued to exactly what you want to do in the game. So depending if you want a PvE or PvP, either way is a viable way to level.
Alright, as far as XP goes, Sirius did definitely get more playtime by far than anyone on BWE3, so you can read what he said about that in the chat box below. And then also, hold on, I'm reading a couple questions. Yeah, as far as getting the most XP as you can out of PvE, the only thing that people really seem to notice is you can't really grind mobs. Like, you can't just run like along a riverbank and kill everything and hope to level up. That's actually pretty slow. But if you go around doing the quests or like the little hearts where you finish doing a certain amount of something and it fills in, and then doing the actual events that pop up, as long as you're always doing something like that, the XP is going to be pretty fast. So basically, there's nothing going on in your area, just keep moving on. Don't just sit around and kill stuff unless you feel like it. It's going to be slow that way.
Right. And one thing that I noticed as well, especially while you're questing, there'll be a lot of those hearts that pop up, and also area quests that end up popping up that are randomly generated. So if you ever see like a timed type of engagement, it's definitely advantageous to you to kind of stop what you're doing and move on over that to complete that, and then moving on to the next thing. But definitely, those main specific quests are kind of like guide points on where stuff is going on. So as long as you keep going on to the next quest, you'll always find stuff around. You'll always find stuff around to do. Currently, for the guild bank, I'll probably be in charge of it for now. I plan to have a pretty high play time, so if there's anything that we need, I'll definitely be around to supply all that stuff to you guys. On top of that, there's also crafting in the game, and I already know like a whole bunch of people that are planning to do a bunch of stuff. So depending on what you do, we might even have crafting leads later on as well. Yeah, well, if you do have any extra materials, you definitely can send it to me in the guild bank, and I'll go ahead and I'll probably give the mats out to the people that would probably be the lead in the crafting skills. Is there any other questions, Adne?
No, most people just sent them in the guild meeting chat, but I think we got everything. I read it all.
Right on. Well, aside from that, if there's any concerns or anything, you definitely can reach out to me and Adne. We're around quite a bit, so definitely come to us, PM us, and we could definitely try to answer those questions for you as soon as possible. The Alliance is also going to be a great tool for us, so if there's something in specific that you're looking for, they're definitely out there to help as well. All right. Well, is there any last things you want to add, Adne?
Just what one person was saying. I think that they're maybe not too interested in actually crafting stuff, so they were saying, could they just gather stuff instead, and if so, what would be the best gathering stuff to just kind of like go out gathering materials and drop it in the bank. Gathering skills don't count as a profession, so you can just get all three. If that's what you like to do, is just gather stuff and then drop it in the bank or sell it or whatever, you can do that. You can get all three.
Yep. And we'll definitely have some kind of reward for you guys as we start getting more into the game, and we'll try to find something comparable for the people that like to gather, so you guys get something out of it as well. All right, and aside from that, I had a little competition going on today for all those people that are interested in Guild Wars and also coming to our meeting. I'm giving away 2 special edition Riot Riot Nasa skins for League of Legends for all the people that were interested in that. So, give me a sec to grab them real quick. Alright, so I'm back. So anybody that's actually interested in the League of Legends Riot skins, if you guys can actually just PM Adonai real quick, or just send them a message here, and I'll just send them a random number, and those two people that happen to fall into there will get it.
Only 2 PMs so far for the skins. And you said you have 2?
Yep, I have 2 right now.
Okay, in like 10 seconds, they're both going to go out to those 2 people.
Yeah, my game time personally is I usually play later at night. It's kind of a busier time of year for me right now, so I'll mostly be playing really late nights and early mornings. But probably come late September, I'll probably be on almost 24/7.
Alright, the only 2 PMs I got was Castro and Series, so I guess there's no one else, right?
Alright. Congratulations to Castro and Series. And other than that, I guess thanks for coming, everybody, to the meeting. And like I said, if you guys have any issues or anything, feel free to come to either me or Adonai, and we'll do our best to answer any questions for you.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming. I'm on the website, the guild website, at least once a day. So if you have any questions and you can't get on TeamSpeak or something like that, you can always get a hold of me there. Pretty quick.
Yeah, we're gonna make the guild as soon as servers come up. I'm probably gonna be staying up till the servers come up, so we'll make that as soon as possible.